Hi, in this video, let me introduce another bake tool. Let's first open our sample 66, the foot map generation tool. And you can see that this is the file continued from our previous video, and let's introduce another the bake tool based on the previous one. If you select our agents, the feet, you can see that both of the feet has been marked as the generate foot map turned it on. And in the previous video, if we turn this on, our system will treat the feet as the foot map generation joints. But there is another usage for this attribute. So if we enable this, and in our agent cache tool, there's an auxiliary cache option. There's a generate foot locator, and if you enable this foot map gen on for the joint, any one of joint, including the head, it will generate a locator when you bake your simulation. Let's do that. Let's place our agents, and you can see that the simulation is correct. At this time, enable the gen foot map attribute on both the feet and enable the generate the foot locators, and click the make agent cache, just making sure this directory is exists in your hard drive, and click the make agent cache. You can see that when our system is caching the simulation, it will automatically generate locators onto the joints. Well, let's just deplace our agents, and you can see that MCD foot locator group. You can see that the foot movement has been baked. This is very useful if you want to export these to another 3D application, or you can emit the particle from these locators and generate a trail of this agent movement. This is very useful for this usage. And also you can see that on each one of the locator there is an extra attribute called the type ID. So that means you can create two different trail for the different the group of the agent type. For example, you have an ally and enemy. You can create the blue trail for the ally and the red trail for the enemy. And this is not limited to the foot. You can, as we said before, we can let's delete. We can mark the head as the foot generation. For example, gen foot map. Let's just enable that. It can bake the head locators. Let's do that again. If you have the Arnold ASS, the hair, for example, the fur or hair, the ASS, you can just reference or import that into the scene and parent to that to the head locators. Let's make that again. So this can simulate something very simple, the fur. This is going to be useful for generating the steel fur. Let's open our the document. You can see that in the render session there's the render fur or hair, the steel fur and render. With this method you can create the head locators. You can see that head locators and import an ASS file, the Arnold ASS file, and parent that into each one of the head locators. And then when you render, you can get this kind of the steel fur. This is very easy way to generate the fur. So this is the introduction for another bake tool for generating each one of the joint position and the animation into your scene. Thank you for watching. See you next time.